question they asked, and I am presenting honest answers and tackle how I tackled in the interview. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel Interview Point of View. Thank you for supporting. Please do watch till the end of the video so then only you can understand something. Don't skip anyway. Thank you for supporting. Please do watch, share, subscribe, and follow for more. I'm also in Instagram. Please do support me. Yes. Today I'm back with a very curious and most of them are asked company interview questions. That is interview TCS interview questions for the role of senior quality assurance engineer. Let us start the video. Yes. So first, when you join the call, it will be a formality from HR always. So they'll greet you by saying good morning, good afternoon. Then they'll make you turn on your camera, and once the interviewer also appears, they'll click the photo and also they'll ask the ID proof. First of all, they'll ask the ID proof, government ID proof, like Aadhaar, PAN, anything works. Then they'll click the photo. This is the formalities first very few minutes, let it be a 1 minute or 2 minutes done by the HR. Then they'll exit, after this they'll exit and they'll hand over the call to the interviewer. Very firstly, interviewers usually starts with the self-introduction. They'll ask this self-introduction, or in some of the cases they'll only read our resume. But in my case, the interviewer directly jumped into the questions. He started firing questions very starting. How? We'll move to the question. So first he asked me, have you worked in agile methodology? Explain it. So, yeah, I was prepared and I started first by saying, what is Agile? First, I told what is my understanding about Agile and what is Agile agenda and why our company is using this. Okay, some company won't use this. Okay, I just justified why we are using it and how advantage is this. And we all know that Agile has so many models in that. So, in which model Agile is, in which model we are using? So, explain him about the Scrum model. So, most of the company will use Scrum, and we should be, and it's not many, few company will be using Kanban also. So be specified, and if you say it also, you should be prepared and you should be knowing something about that model. Why Scrum model? Why Kanban model? And what is the difference between this model and other model? Likewise. So my first question was based on Agile. Structure your answer in such a way you should not get a single question based on your answers. You should not raise any questions. Agile. So next, he moved into next question, that is, explain the points you consider while writing a good test cases. This is I find this is very interesting question. So till today, nobody asked me this actually. So I just told initially when he asked, so I just memorized the what is test case and test case format, what we follow. So this all just I just glanced and I started replying. So first of all, I'll consider template. So I just told about template, what I'm going to follow. I just told the template. So yeah, then I told based on the risk. If you consider, I just told, if you consider some feature means login. Login means login button is very, very important. So my first priority would be like that. So I just started by forgetting each of the things by giving the example. So this worked me a lot, and he also got actually interest for this question for this answer. In this For this question, he just questioned me back. What is the where you are going to store your test case? So he just wanted me to, I mean, in our current company, we will be using some tool to store this. So I just skip that name. He want me to add on that. So that is the only one question I just got back from for this question. So moving on to the next question, that is what is bug life cycle? This is very, 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 very important. So we know we have some bug life cycle steps. So we have to be thorough with this. When we specify this bug life cycle, everything should be should come in front of your eyes. That's what I can see. So yeah, in fact, even I have practiced so much, and yeah, I just named this bug life cycle. I just explained each and every step of the cycle, and I justified with the answers why and where I am. I will be. I'll teach you. Likewise, everything. Make sure this is a note. Please do make a note by answering every question. You should be knowing what is your role on this question. So be clear and be specific and be confident while answering. So yeah, third one is done. And the difference between test scenario and test case, yeah, this is actually mandatory. It's very basic questions also. Yeah, these are first I got all regarding manual testing questions. So that he actually asking manual testing questions means actually interviews plans to take in a very ascending order way, like very small to high topic. I mean, what I feel is like a very light to high topic means manual to automate. So likewise, he actually questioned me on this manual testing and very basic things, and I felt okay, fine. So next was the difference between functional and non-functional testing. Yeah, as being testers, we should be knowing what is functional and non-functional testing. We have so many things, so many difference between the both white box testing, I mean, user acceptance testing and what is functional testing. We have many types for the functional testing. Everything should be explained in a very structured and clear way. Okay. Next is very favorite, tester's favorite question, that is difference between smoke and sanity testing. Even I got this question. Actually, saying it's not much, we are not having much difference, but we have some difference also. We should be specifying those. Okay, but be clear, be confident. Whatever you say, just stand on it and just nail it. Okay. Next, yeah, after this questions, we move to automation testing. Why is copy two times? Yes, here are the automation testing questions. So first thing is they are asked weights. So we straightly move to the weights concept, and you have to tell just not the difference between implicit and explicit. You have to explain what is weights and how you gonna tackle. Okay, then you can take the implicit and explicit weights difference. Okay. Next is he asked me to share the screen and write this part for the game implement. For this, he asked me Flipkart. So he made me to open this Flipkart application, and uh, he told me to search for some element, and for that element, he made me to add to cart for add to cart to inspect that and to fetch the XPath. So XPath is very, 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 very important. So be thoroughly prepared for all kind of XPath. Cannot predict what XPath they will expect. Okay, just prepare for it. Sometimes they may ask for small, small words present in the page, or sometimes they may ask for drop downs, some toggle buttons like that. Okay, and I'll meet if I yeah if I in performance I'll try to make the expert video as well. Please comment me down if you need it. Then they ask use of action class and the select class. This is also very important and it's mandatory also to learn and explain roles and responsibility. In your current project, where you are and what's your responsibility. You have to explain each and everything very, very, very clearly. And the chances are there if you miss something or if you mom something, uh, you will get, I'm sure, 100% sure, you'll get back-to-back questions on this. If you miss something or if you are confused mm, on explaining something, you'll get 100 questions. Oh, you do this much only, like that questions. Okay, so be sure. Okay, next exceptions. Yeah, this is, oh my God, this is very important, most repeated questions. So, what are the expectations that you are getting, that you got while working like that? Then he moved to Java, core concept. Yeah. I remember he actually asked me about very few things in a OOPS concept, that is class, inheritance, actions, polymorphism. But what he was expecting means I wanted to give him a very live examples, very live scenarios, wherever we can see, wherever you can see this polymorphism, where you can see inheritance in your project. Oh, yeah. If you explain in your project that you are seeing this abstraction method like this, here, that, this. So this works actually rather than explain very basically like fresher, you should explain in your project level. So that works, okay? Next, this is find element and find elements, very cute question. This is also a very repeated question. Next, how to handle others in Selenium and have you come across the scenarios. This is also very important. So how do you handle? We have some answers for this, so you can go and you can, yeah, there are several others that we have, so you have to explain all things, okay? Next, yeah, this is interviewer's favorite question, that is Selenium photo right to take screenshot. This is very important, and you have to explain every interface and why this and why that. So you have to explain everything. This okay. Next, what is priority in test NG? Yeah, this is like we have priorities in test NG, right? And why we are going to give a priorities and how we gonna utilize and what is the impact by using this priority? This is again a very important question. Next is reports. Okay, this is also very important question that what is report and which kind of report you are generating. So yeah, this is also a commonly asked question. Yeah. The next question is explain the framework that you're working. Yeah, this is very important, and you have to explain in very clear way, and you have to structure in such a way. First, you have to explain some folder and why it is using and how you're gonna use it, like that. Next question is tags and cucumber. So we have so many tags in a cucumber framework that you have to explain. before method, after method. Likewise, okay, just memorize and just tell how you gonna use it. And this is very easy also. How do you manage this data in your framework? Yeah, this is very tricky question. Um, the interviewers organization will be handling in a very different way, and your organization will be handling different way. It's a bit tricky. You have to answer in a very carefully in such a way how you gonna really using it. If you are not using it, but you have to specify. I have I have managed this cases in such a way once or twice, but by doing this method and that method, you have to specify very clear how you done it. Or just practice this question for how you gonna tackle from from browsing. Oh, okay, it works. But be prepared for this kind of questions. This kind of questions are very expected. Next thing he asked me about abstract class versus interface. That's a Java question. Next, the lastly asked, he actually gave me some input and he asked me to reverse the string and perform array manipulation. Yeah, first he asked me to reverse the particular string and convert to that to array and to manipulate. So these are the questions I got in my interview. So please comment down for any of the topics that you wanna explanation from me. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you are clear with my questions and answers. So also comment down if you want any questions, answers that I explain to the interviewer. So please comment down. I'll also do the video on that. My videos based on your ask. Okay. So thank you for watching. Please wait until my next video, until my next interview questions. Until then, keep supporting me. Thank you so much.